You ready for the race now, Grant?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. We've just got the final forecast and all the paperwork's in, so it looks pretty good for us. We're pretty happy with what we see, so everyone's pumped and ready to go.
At a 9:15 this morning, you told me you were in, everything was ticked.
Yeah.
But when did they pull the plug on?
Well, we were actually getting... I left the race briefing at at about 9 o'clock. I went into the race office because I hadn't signed the IRC certificate. I walked past some members of the race committee. So not just through the window, we went through, we signed the IRC document, said Merry Christmas, thanks very much. Stephen Craig from the race committee said, from the race office said you need to send a photo of an adrenaline pack, which we did, was one sort of last remaining thing. We left. We went out to the lawn for about half an hour. We're talking to Roger Badham about, that's what I saw you out there, Diddy. And I actually asked you if you could recall a conversation that you had with Tim Cox a few days ago where he had received exactly this document, and you told me that he had cleared us for racing. Then we caught a cab, got onto the boat, turned our phones off for our normal briefing with the weather and safety, etc. And then, you know, as everybody turned their phones back on at about 11 o'clock or just before 11, obviously hundreds of messages from everybody saying it's all over the press, we've been knocked out, and we were absolutely dumbfounded.
Can we make this last question? Boats are leaving the docks at midday, which is now, so if we can make final question and get out to the start line.
You mentioned a previous insurance issue, so is this the second time that there's been?
No, there was no insurance issue this time. No, the insurance, that was we had a $2 million liability policy that had only been picked up at the last minute. It was nothing to do with anything. It had to have 5 to meet the race requirements, so we had to get some additional insurance to take the liability policy up to $5 million on the day. So that was ticked off, you know, an hour or so before the start. We still made the
down to
start.
the wires.
Down to the wire. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Grant, can I just ask, does it feel like you've been blindsided by this? It sounds like you went through your preps, you thought you were good to go, and then they've almost done a back door on you.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, I would have thought at the race briefing, we've heard it in the past many times before to many other boats. Boat X, boat Y doesn't have a this or that piece of paperwork in. There was one boat called out, Blunderbuss, I think it was this morning, you'll recall from your video, that had something outstanding. We were told there was nothing outstanding. Well, that's why we had to come down to the race office. And I already had the word from the office that we had to sign the IRC certificate. I actually said, is there anything else? No, there was nothing else. Came to the office, signed the certificate, walked out, end of story. We are off to the race, we're off to the start line. So we certainly feel like we've been blindsided. I mean, they will say that we were given notice, 2 days ago on Christmas Eve. Tim Cox called me when I was at the start of a 12-hour trip across Bass Strait on the Spirit of Tasmania, saying that he needed some further information. We provided that further information, and here we are at the 11th hour being told otherwise.